Willie D Live.
You gave him that name the first day you met him?
I gave him that name after I heard him rhyme.
Okay, after, yeah, right.
After I heard him
Yeah.
rhyme, I said, this guy's style is so different than, most people's style that I heard. And then he came from London and, when he connected, and then his family is from Jamaica. He's from Jamaica. So we kind of got into this whole vibe and started hanging out and started working together. As you know, when you first connect with someone, you see how the energy matches. And, from there, because I was already in motion, I took money that I was making. First, I started putting them on shows with me. And when I started putting them on shows with me, we did Lodi Dodi a year or two before it ever came out. So when people hear it on record, we were already doing that at shows. And there's a part 2 to Lodi Dodi that we never let out. We would do it live, but we didn't do it because he said a joke about Vanessa Williams and we didn't want to disrespect her. You know what I'm saying? So we pulled it back. Now, cats don't care about disrespecting nobody on the record. You know what I mean? But we felt like, nah, we're not going to go there. Vanessa Williams is still Vanessa Williams. We appreciate her. So we did the song in a way where I had to go and do shows. And I kept saving up the money. And I saved up like 10 grand. And then I went into the studio and I told him, I said, yo, I got this idea called The Show. He said, that sounds whack. I said, wait a minute, let me tell you how it go. He said, tell me. And I started giving him the idea. And then he said, yes. I said, well, just trust me, just work with me. I said, and if it's whack, we just come up with something else. So I came up with the idea. He started working with me. Then when the show was done, he was happy about what it turned into, you know what I mean? And then we just put Lodi Dodi on the other side because we did it all the time. And actually, my manager at the time, he said, what's that thing that y'all do? Because all the kids are talking about it in school. And we said, Lodi Dodi. He said, maybe y'all should do that too. And we did it, and boom. And then when we let it out, it's been crazy, Willie. It was crazy. And the part that was the most craziest in it, just to give you the last little piece on this, is that we took it to Profile Records. You remember Profile Records, right? Mm-hmm. And Profile Records was the mecca at that time on hip hop because they had Run DMC.
Yeah, Dana Dane, Run DMC.
Right. So what happened is I took it to them, and they said, "Nah, this record is garbage, man." They said both of these records is garbage.
Really?
Well, he said both of them is garbage. He said, and after he said both of them are garbage, he said, I was sitting there just like you sitting there like this. And I said, okay, I got it. He said, what is that guy? He said, that guy don't even sound right rapping. And what's that sound in the back? And he was talking about the beatbox. I said, well, that's called the beatbox. He said, what is that? And he said, and this guy, what is he? Well, I don't understand. I said, okay. So I found an independent distributor. I did a deal with him. I let it out. It exploded. He seen me in the Roxy, the owner of Profile seen me in the Roxy when the record was playing on fire, super fire. He came up to me and said, can I talk to you for a minute? I said, yeah. He said, I got to tell you, I was so wrong, and I wanted to apologize because I was wrong. I said, no. You don't have to apologize. I said, you said what you thought was real. I said, I respect what you thought was real. I said, you were wrong about what you thought it was. I said, but I respect that you told me what you really felt. He said, man, this record is, I didn't even really understand it, but I get it now. He said, get it. He said, do you think we could sit down and have another conversation? And I said, well, I'm already doing something, but down the road, if the opportunity arises, we should sit down and kick it. And I said, but sometimes you got to keep your mind open because sometimes, just because you know, it seems different, it don't mean that it's whack. You know what I mean?
Yeah.